Hey everyone, it is Noelle from A Dempsey Story. This week I'm going to be sharing with you an in-depth room tour of our homeschool / playroom.
Let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Let's go ahead and get started in this homeschool / playroom tour. Come on inside. Okay guys, we are in the homeschool / playroom. We came through this door right here and it is just a huge wide open space. There's so much fun stuff to unpack in here. I'm going to take you through bit by bit to every single area in this room so that I can give you a deep dive and in-depth look into everything that I have in this room for play and for school. So come on, let's start with this beautiful wall right behind me. Okay guys, I love this part of the room. You can see the most favorite feature of mine in this room is this gorgeous map by Enjoy the Wood. This is such a beautiful feature in the playroom. The kids love asking about it, and there's some really fun pins that we started to put of all the places that we've been together in the world. It's been so fun to plop those little pins in there and talk about the different places that we have been. We do have the scallop on the wall, which I think is so cute and just really childlike, and I did that all by hand and it was super fun, and I think it turned out really good. Let's talk about the shelf behind me and what all we have on it. We're going to start on this end and go all the way down. So the first thing that we have is this roller cart, and this is all for school stuff. So I have all of these magazine holders, and I have everything that I need for school, everything for preschool, and then I also have pre-K, the core curriculums, the phonics, the literature, the arts, all the things. And then I have our science, which is a nature study in this area. So everything is labeled and marked out for our school, which is super nice. And then as we move down into the bottom parts of the rolling cart, we have a couple different things. This is for our Yodo player. This is our card holder, which I will get into in a little bit. And then I have a bunch of handwriting type activities. So we have our morning binder. We also have this cute little folder that we can practice our numbers in. All of this is like dry erase practice stuff. So we've got all of that in here. We have more pen control and tracing, as well as like a wipe clean workbook. And then we also have a couple different busy books. They're like those little preschool busy books that have everything is Velcro, and you can take them apart and then the kids have to match them and they stick back on. So just a couple fun things for pen control, the busy book, all that fun stuff is right here in this rolling cart, and I can take it with wherever. So this rolling cart has made it super easy to have this here in this room or roll it out into the main room if that's where everyone wants to be. So that is the rolling cart. Let's move on over to the shelf over here. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is our card holder for our Yodo player. We absolutely love our Yodo player. It is so much fun. That is something that we use every single day here, whether we're doing school or we're just hanging out. The kids love the Yodo player. And so they have all of these cards and they can go through and they can pick a card out. They just slide it on in and the music starts playing. So this is super fun. They can do it all on their own. They can control the volume. They can go to the next song. They can pick whatever card they want that's available in this Yodo card holder. And it's so fun. We've got that. We have a little book holder, and it's more, I think, for a recipe book, but you can use these to keep the pages open that you want, which I think is a super nice feature. And then along the entirety of this shelf are our chock full of design chalkboards. Their boards are absolutely beautiful, and I love to display them throughout this room. Let's talk about this part of the shelf. Pretty much everything on this shelf, like whether it's the bottom or the top, is for play. So we've got all of like the babies and dolls in here. We have some building block type items in there. We also have a wooden train set. And we have some Duplo Legos right there. As we continue on, we have a bin of animals. So we try to limit the amount of animals we have in the bin, because I found that if I just put every play animal that we owned in there, they would just dump it and it would be a huge mess to clean up. So we just keep a few animals in the mid at times and we trade them out. And that's worked really well for us. But come on, let's keep on going down this way, down the shelf. Continuing on, we have, like I said, our animals. So we've got dinosaurs and turtles and tigers and just a variety of animals in there. These are really fun. I got these on Amazon. These are these little popsicle sticks that they have to match up the letters. So whether it's an uppercase or lowercase, they match them up and the colors match. So that's a really fun activity for the kids. And then we also have dress up clothes. My kids really like dress up, especially Lola. She's almost 4 years old. And so we've got, you know, some little heels and some tutus and some hats and fun things like that. So we've got dress up stuff in here. As we continue on, this has become a super fun bin for the kids. This is our musical instruments. So I have a couple little instruments, like a little tambourine, and some cymbals and maracas and just some fun little musical instruments, and we will play with these quite frequently. I have a bin full of balls and Bram's little tools, just some fun little things, random type things in this drawer. And then let's go ahead and go on over to this area. This is Bram's cars, trucks, and tractors. And like I said, we try to keep it pretty minimal because if it is filled to the brim, he just dumps it and there's a huge mess. So try to keep a few things out at a time and we will swap them out. Next is our morning basket. And I have been through in depth the morning basket in our preschool daily rhythm. So I'll be sure to link that video for you guys if you haven't seen that already. But this is where we keep our morning basket, and we can again do morning time here in this room, or we can do it in a different room, but we keep that right here. And that is this side of the room. Let's go on over. We're just gonna make a huge circle and we're gonna talk about the rest of the room that's behind me. So let's go take a look. Next up is our Nugget Couch. I love the Nugget Couch. This is a super comfortable couch that all of us will hang out on. We will read books here, the kids play. We can take this apart and make forts. We like to make obstacle courses with different pieces of furniture within our playroom. So this has been a really nice addition to our playroom. Let's go on this way to see what we've got on this side of the room. Okay guys, as we transition from the Nugget Couch, we're in this cute little nook. And there's a couple things going on here. The main feature of this nook is the kitchen. This is such a cute, sweet little kitchen. It is very well loved and very well used. You'll see there's a knob missing. This door broke off, but I would glued it back together. There's lots of scratches and dings and all the things because the kids love their little play kitchen. They love imaginative, creative play over here. We've got all of the food and the teacups and all the things that go in with the kitchen right in here. We just cleaned it up for you since you guys were watching this video, so it's not normally this tidy. And then additionally, we have this cute little antique bed tucked right in here that the kids use to play with their babies. We actually found it in one of my grandma's attics, which is so fun that this is an antique piece, and it's just a fun little addition to the room that the kids can play with. So that is this little corner here. Let's keep on going. Okay guys, we have gotten to the school or handicraft part of the room, which is all behind me in this super pretty hutch. I love this hutch. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace. It was a steal. I love the look of it. I am super neutral, if you couldn't tell in the rest of the home tour video. So this was a super fun, bold pop of color for me, but I love how it turned out. Like I said, we have all the school and the craft stuff in here, so we're gonna go through it all from top all the way down to the bottom. So let's start up here in the glass portion of the hutch. Some of this stuff I won't get too in depth in. If you have not seen my pre-K curriculum pics, which was the previous video, I'll be sure to link that here so that you can go ahead and look at the in-depth view of what we're doing for Lola's pre-K year this next year, but that is what some of this stuff is. So I'll just briefly touch on it, and if you want to take a look at that more in depth, check out that video. Okay, so to start, we have all of Lola's pre-K stuff, and I've got it all organized here in nice binders. Up here we have our math manipulatives, so everything for math is right up here. And then we have our little Connect 4 board with these little coins. And then let's take a look at this side of the hutch. So we have all of our Play-Doh. I have a ton of Play-Doh for the kids because my kids just love Play-Doh. And I got this set on Amazon. It's modeling dough. We love it. We use it every day. We also have these fun little pipe cleaners. And then the other items that are up on top here are fun things for pre-K. So moving on down, we have all of our paint stuff. I have to keep this up high, otherwise the kids would just take the paint and squirt it all over. So we've got all of our paint stuff up here, and then a couple of random things. Like I have our scissors. I have these little push pins for a cork board. I've got a couple other things like these little wiki sticks, and then some flag cards. We're gonna be going through this next year. And then also these are these really cute character cards from September & Co. And we're gonna be going through these this next year as well. If you guys have not seen what we're doing in our preschool, be sure to look at that. But we have our toddlers can read. These are the letters that she doesn't recognize yet. So I keep those up here for when she's ready to add in new letters. And then we have this little timer. And that is what's in the upper part of the hutch. Let's continue on down. We have this cute little sign that says playroom rules, be nice, share, and have fun. And then I have this cute little garden caddy. We've got pencils, we've got colored pencils, crayons, markers. We have this little dot art stuff, glue, all the things. And then I've got all of our chalk and stuff like this in here. So that is our garden caddy, and now we're gonna keep on going. In these drawers, these are regular markers. We've got more markers, and I also have all of our dry erase markers, a little dry eraser, a little pencil sharpener, and some glue sticks. And then as we move to this drawer, we've got a bunch of paint stuff. I also have watercolors, more chalk items, and yeah. That's what's in that drawer. We're down in the bottom part of the hutch. So we have a couple different things. I have this little bin of scrap paper. We also have craft stuff in this bin, the Becca flashcard Bible stories. And then we have some fun things in here. This is a really fun thing that the kids love. This is our take-along Bible storyteller, and it will tell stories and sing songs, and it correlates with a book. We also have a bunch of our water bottles and the little pens, and so we'll fill that with water and they can color to their heart's delight. We also have a bunch of the dot marker activity books in here. I have a bunch of construction paper and sheet protectors, and then I have some CDs. I also have this little accordion style file system, and it's been super fun as we've been doing Lola's preschool year to save some of her artwork. But I have it marked A through Z, and I'm basically just like keeping her projects in here as we're going through each individual letter, which has been super fun. We can look at it at the end of the year and decide which things we're gonna keep and which things we're gonna part with. So that is a super fun thing to have in there. Next, we have some more craft stuff. That's what we have in the school craft area of the room, and we're gonna head on over to the library part of the room. So let's go take a peek. This is another pretty part of the schoolroom slash playroom. We've got our little library bookshelves on each side. The chalkboard is the centerpiece. We've got some shelving up top and some cute little posters. So these cute posters are so cute. They're like the Cavallini Paper & Co. posters. And then this is a huge focal point. The kids love chalk, they love to color, so it's super fun that this is up here. And then we have our IKEA sensory table down here. Sometimes the kids will move the table back and stand on the chairs to color on the chalkboard, which is great. Let the creativity flow. But as I mentioned, we have two bookshelves on both sides of the chalkboard, and all of the books are organized in a little bit of a different fashion. So we'll kind of take a look at each bookshelf so you can know how they're organized and what all the books are for. To start with this bookshelf, this CD player, we play specific music if we're learning a hymn, or we want to blast some worship music or stuff like that, we'll do that here. And then I have a nice little diffuser diffuser in case we need some good smells to fill the room. And then we have all of our decodable books up here. These are all books that Lo is not quite reading yet, but we hope to utilize. And then all of this is our Bible stuff. So we have a variety of Bible resources. All of these items are things that we have been collecting for Lola's pre-K year and throughout her kindergarten year, but really they're items that can be used for a long time. So we've got like the nature anatomy, the farm anatomy, we have like the frog and toad stories. We're gonna be doing a world study program for a couple years, and so I have some of our resources down here that we're gonna be using for that. And that is this bookshelf. This is the next bookshelf. There's a lot more books in here. These are all like toddler baby books. There's a lot of board books up here. And then these are really cute books. We have like my first book, and each one has a different letter, and so my kids love reading these books, and everything in each book has to do with that particular letter. So those are super fun. We have that whole set. And then we have started a little bit of an Usborne collection. So we've got animal homes, space, jungle, body, nature. So those are super fun. And then down here, we've just got like some fun imaginary books down here. Then on top of the bookshelf is this cute calendar. I'm gonna stand up so we can take a look at it. This is the wooden calendar I got off of Etsy. It's so cute and we love it. This has been a really fun addition that she likes to participate in. And then to go along with that, again, if you have seen my daily schedule for preschool, you will have seen what's about to be shown behind me. But behind this door, we have these cute little educational posters. We go through what's on these posters every single day in our school lessons. So we've got our days of the week, months of the year, our numbers, when we're practicing our counting, the alphabet. We're trying to take a look outside at the weather and determine what the weather is like, and then also our colors. We have songs for every single one of these. And then we also have this cute little cork board, which typically has kids art up on it. Right now we have our family mission and values up there, which is a super fun thing to go through with the kids. And we talk about participating, forgiving, having integrity, sharing, respecting, and doing our best. All tied in with different Bible verses and what we expect of the kids. So we have that up there to look at and reference. And that is the playroom. So let's go ahead and wrap up this tour. That is a wrap up of this week's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with us as we took a look into our homeschool room / playroom for our three littles. If you have not already, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And also, we are putting out videos every single Friday. If you do not want to miss out on those, hit that little notifications bell so you do not miss out on a single new video. As I said before, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time, guys. Have a great day.